Hey, Angel, I'm just curious. Do you know what your first fit is going to be or look like? Do you have it planned out already?
Angel Reese jersey immediately sold out within 2 minutes, guys. Angel Reese jersey sold out more than anybody.
2 minutes? That's all it took for Angel Reese's jersey to sell out, or so they say.
Angel Reese jersey sold out fast. This is the first time this has happened in Angel Reese's entire career, bro. Allegedly, these damn jerseys selling out this fast.
Picture this. You're sitting at home, scrolling through social media, and suddenly your timeline explodes with the news that an entire batch of unrivaled league jerseys, particularly the one everyone has their eyes on, Angel Reese's, vanished in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. Now, if you feel a bit of a raised eyebrow creeping up on your forehead right now, you're not alone. It didn't just sound too good to be true, it sounded downright impossible. Because how could a fairly new women's basketball league, one that most fans didn't even know existed a few months ago, outperform big-name WNBA stars and move that much merch so quickly? Welcome to Court Vision 360. Today, we're diving into the jersey phenomenon that has left fans amazed, furious, and scratching their heads all at the same time. I'm talking about Angel Reese's so-called instant sellout, where her jersey, along with others, allegedly disappeared from stock in a matter of minutes. Sure, she's a college basketball sensation. No one doubts her popularity. She's got millions of followers and an ever-growing fan base.
Wait a minute!
But 2 minutes? That's a record-breaking pace that's never been seen before. Not even in the men's leagues do you see such a lightning-fast scramble for jerseys without leaving behind some serious digital footprints. Tweets of frustration, screen grabs of crashed websites, or desperate social media pleas for restocks. And ironically, we got some of those desperate pleas here. But the bigger question is, was this scarcity real, or was it all just one big marketing move? Let's consider the circumstances. The unrivaled league decided to drop jerseys at about 10:04 p.m. Eastern. By 10:08 p.m., that's just 4 minutes later, reports were popping up everywhere stating that Angel Reese's jersey had sold out completely. Not just rumors floating around Twitter, but polished articles on reputable sports websites. Do you know how long it usually takes to report, write, edit, and publish an article? Way longer than 4 minutes. Let me tell you, the timing alone set off alarms. Was there an editor sitting there with the "We sold out" headline ready to go the second the clock struck 10:04 p.m.? Because that's what it looks like from the outside. Then of course the story gets wilder. Angel's not the only player whose jersey vanished in record time. Natasha Cloud, Kayla McBride, Brittany Griner, Alyssa Thomas. Apparently all of them were gone right alongside Reese. Now it makes sense for a hype magnet like Angel Reese to sell out quickly, assuming enough fans rush to buy. But
Angel Reese is selling out that fast is crazy.
Natasha Cloud, Kayla McBride, even for dedicated WNBA watchers, it's not like they have the same massive following as Angel, yet the league claimed they were all snapped up in mere minutes, as if every fan on the planet was waiting at the online store with bated breath. That's not usually how consumer behavior works, folks. Typically, the most famous name sells out first. Others might take days, maybe even weeks, depending on popularity. But this so-called perfect alignment, where they all disappeared at once, raises a huge question mark.
More than anybody, over Sabrina Nescu, Lexi Hall, Leah Boston. Angel Reese jersey sold out fast. This is the first time this has happened in Angel Reese's entire career, bro. Allegedly, these damn jerseys selling out this fast.
Here's where it gets even more interesting. Real demand is messy. When a major product drops, say the latest PlayStation or iPhone, thousands or millions of buyers hit the site at once. People experience checkout issues, the website might crash, or you see posts all over social media with screenshots of error 502 or your cart is empty. Meanwhile, you've got lines out the door, digital waiting rooms, and resellers flipping their purchases for twice the price on auction sites. We see that every single time with a hot product, yet none of that chaos was evident in the so-called instant sellout of the unrivaled jerseys. It was squeaky clean, almost like it was planned. The articles were lined up, fans found 0 jerseys in stock, and everyone collectively gasped at what they thought was a once-in-a-lifetime moment of mania for women's basketball merchandise. But let's talk about about the fans? There were indeed fans online who were trying to buy these jerseys. Some said they were there the second the drop happened, and still they couldn't get their hands on anything. They took to social media to vent. I was literally refreshing the page at 10:04 p.m., and by 10:05 p.m., it was gone. This suggests there is at least some real excitement surrounding these players, especially Angel Reese.
In the 2024 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Angel Reese, LSU.
She's been making waves.
Reese knocks over Segrist off the glass. Aggressive move by Angel Reese.
Crossing over into mainstream pop culture, and there's no doubt some folks genuinely wanted that jersey. But is that the same as thousands upon thousands of jerseys being snatched up instantly? Because if that many fans rushed the store, you'd expect some major meltdown. Instead, everything rolled out as smooth as can be. Sold out, end of story. And if you look beneath the surface, there's more going on with this league. The same unrivaled league that's bragging about these instantaneous record-breaking sales supposedly has major financial problems. Players who were promised $50,000 bonuses haven't been paid. The league's viewership numbers have been described as embarrassingly low, to the point that you could almost fit all their viewers inside a single high school gym. If hardly anyone's tuning in to watch these games, how on earth are we to believe that the jerseys flew off the virtual shelves at a pace that would make major established leagues jealous?
How do Angel Reese jerseys sell out in 2 minutes, bro? Like, she popping.
Well, one plausible explanation is classic artificial scarcity. It's a common marketing trick. Produce only a tiny inventory, maybe 50 or 100 jerseys per player, if that, and then shout from the rooftops the moment they sell out. Suddenly, the league can scream, "We're sold out!" Demand is through the roof. But in reality, if there were only 50 jerseys total, it doesn't exactly take a small army of fans to clear out the store. Imagine if Beyonce dropped a new album but only pressed 50 physical copies. That might sell out in 60 seconds, but it wouldn't be proof of a mind-boggling cultural moment. It would be the label playing a numbers game, and that's the sense people get here. Because if you look for real, tangible proof, like fans posting photos with their brand new Angel Reese jerseys, there's very little to be found. Typically, when people manage to snatch up a limited edition item, they're quick to post about it. They'll tag the league, they'll tweet at the player, they'll do unboxing videos on YouTube or TikTok, and trust me, the hype train would be unstoppable. But there's been a noticeable shortage of these "look what I got" posts, which makes the supposed massive volume of sales even harder to swallow. It's not that nobody bought them, there are definitely some fans who did. It's just that the number of sold out jerseys and the actual proof out there don't quite match up. Another angle is the suspicious uniformity of the headlines. If you were on Twitter or sports news sites at that time, you would have seen almost identical phrases popping up. Instant sellout. Angel Reese's jersey is gone in 2 minutes. Unrivaled jerseys vanish. It was like everyone got the same press release and decided to click publish at the exact same moment. And you know what? Maybe they did.
How do Angel Reese jerseys sell out in 2 minutes?
Marketing teams often prepare statements and updates in advance, but typically a news outlet would want to verify the authenticity of the claim before running it. Did they confirm the inventory numbers? Did they interview anyone at the league? Did they at least do a quick test purchase to see if it was truly gone? We don't know, but it sure doesn't look like it. Then there's the star power argument. Even if we concede that Angel Reese is popular enough to possibly move a good chunk of jerseys in a short time, does the same logic apply to Natasha Cloud, Kayla McBride, or Brittany Griner? Sure, Brittany Griner has some name recognition from everything that happened overseas, but her jersey historically hasn't sold like hotcakes, even when she was at her peak. And yet the claim is that all these players, despite drastically different popularity levels, somehow sold out at the same pace. That's like a small indie musician selling out an arena as fast as Taylor Swift. It just doesn't happen in real life. The fact that fans were left high and dry so quickly is actually a clue. If there were, say, 10,000 Angel Reese jerseys, you'd expect a bit more of a buying window, maybe more success stories of folks who got theirs, more chaos on social media when the site inevitably crashed under the weight of thousands of simultaneous purchases. But we didn't see that. We got a near instant blanket statement of "everything's gone," followed by near simultaneous articles that read like the league's personal fanfare. This is what people mean when they call it manufactured hype. So what's the bottom line? From where I'm standing, it looks like the unrivaled league orchestrated a perfect storm. They had a small run of jerseys, hit a big red button on their marketing machine, and gave fans just enough time to click refresh before pulling the plug. Then they jumped on the press release train, talking about how this is a monumental moment for women's hoops, how it proves the league is thriving, and how the demand is off the charts. But if you're struggling to pay your players their promised bonuses, if your broadcast can't even draw enough viewers to fill a decent-sized auditorium, and if fans can't actually manage to buy a jersey because they're gone in literal minutes, you have to wonder if this is truly the boom it's hyped up to be, or just a carefully planned smokescreen to stay relevant. The real losers here are the genuine fans who wanted to show support. They feel cheated because they missed out on the opportunity to grab a jersey, possibly because the league only stocked a handful in the first place. Instead of feeling a sense of pride at being part of a groundbreaking moment in women's sports, they feel frustration that the hype overshadowed their actual chance to own some merch. If you think about it, that's a damaging long-term strategy. Fans might not return for round 2 if they suspect the same game is being played. After all, nobody wants to stand in line for something that was never widely available to begin with. It also undercuts the legitimate popularity of Angel Reese. Make no mistake, she's got the star power. She's got the personality and the skills to be a significant name in the sport for years to come. She doesn't really need a gimmick. If the league had taken a more transparent approach, maybe ramped up production to match legitimate demand, or at least not pretended that every single jersey was wiped out in record time, the story could have been a more authentic, more impressive narrative. Instead, the suspiciously uniform sellout overshadowed the genuine excitement that fans bring to the table. The moral of the story: always ask questions when something seems too perfect. If you're seeing big headlines about record-shattering sales numbers, look for the receipts. Where are the pictures of people proudly wearing their brand new gear? Where are the testimonies from fans who successfully made purchases in those first frantic minutes? How many units were actually in stock before we started hearing about the magical sellout? And if all the merchandise is reportedly gone, why is the league so quiet about whether a restock is on the way? Most of all, keep your eyes on what happens next. If we see these jerseys popping up on resale sites for triple the price, that'd be an indicator that there actually was significant demand. But if the hype fizzles, if you still don't see more than a handful of them in the real world, that's probably your proof that the entire thing was orchestrated from the jump. Because ultimately, real success in sports merchandising isn't just about a story or a news headline. It's about fans out there proudly wearing the brand, telling their friends, and showing support for their favorite players. That's what grows a league in the long term. Manufactured hype might get you a quick headline, but it rarely builds a genuine foundation. So there you have it. Next time you hear about a product or a jersey line that sells out in a matter of minutes, take a breath. Ask yourself how many they produced in the first place. Check if the fans are actually posting pictures with their new purchases. And don't forget to notice how quickly the press jumps on it. Because hype can be fun and exciting, but it can also be a curtain hiding the truth. In this case, a brand new jersey line from a financially struggling league suddenly gone in minutes? That's a mighty thick curtain they're waving around. And until they prove otherwise, a lot of people are going to keep suspecting there weren't that many jerseys to begin with. Thanks for tuning in to Court Vision 360, and if you're still hunting for that Angel Reese jersey, good luck. You might have a better chance stumbling upon a unicorn. Stay sharp, question everything, and I'll catch you next time.